You can learn a lot just by observing animals. If you're fortunate enough to have a pet at home, doesn't matter if it's a bird, dog, a cat, a fish, doesn't matter. I encourage you, after this video, take the time to observe them, to analyze them. You see, when you look at a dog, it just exists as a dog. It doesn't worry about human problems, and you would never expect it to. You would never expect it to pay taxes, worry about a mortgage, you'd never bring a dog in to do your IT job. Like, it's outside its nature. But how often do you, or people in general, expect something of themselves that is outside their nature? Think about it, seriously. So, who are you? What is your nature? Because certainly we all have these distinct things that we're generally drawn to, whether that be the arts, whether that be athleticism, whether that be literature, whether that be even parenthood. I believe we all have something to provide on this earth, something that we can do that will make an impact. And immediately our mind often goes to creating something like music or a book or just doing something of that nature. But even, some people's purpose is to raise new people in this earth, to create new generations, to create stable families. Some people's purpose is to create solid foundations and structures of wealth, to create beautiful art, to be the best athlete and show off the strength of the human body. We all have these different paths, and we all have these certain things that we are naturally drawn to. So why would we not embrace that? It seems almost ludicrous, right? It is within our nature to be drawn towards those things. And this is not a thing of coincidence. You see, even myself, I am made in the name of the Creator, of God. And as such, I will create just as He did, and as He does. And so create we shall. But then what do we create? Well, you see, it's not a matter of what we create. We create every day of our lives. You were just being present, observing, being here and now, living. You were constantly creating. And there's a beauty in that. Every day, even just making the simplest decisions as what to make for dinner or what to say, to speak. You're creating things every moment. And I think a lot of societies out of touch with that. They think creation is this big, grand process and things, and it can be. It definitely can be. But also they miss out on the macro scale. They miss out on the present moment of, I'm right here, right now. There is infinite opportunity for me to create and to make right now. And there is beauty in that. And there's also beauty in following your nature, following what feels right to you, what suits you, what is natural to you, right? So it's just the same way as if I'm not someone who is inclined to, we'll take singing, for example. If I'm not inclined to singing, if that's not somewhere I'm drawn, why would I expect myself to do that, right? So in the same way, when people are choosing their life path, when they're choosing their career, why would someone choose the life path that doesn't feel aligned for them? And there are certainly people who do this, whether that be for money, for stability, and I understand, because oftentimes they feel that is their only way out, their only chance at stability. And I think that's a shame. Regardless of how you choose to live your life or what you feel drawn or aligned to, I want you to embrace the aspect of your nature. I want you to embrace the naturalness of who you are. And this is the fundamental essence of Eastern tradition, is to not fight yourself. How many times a day do you go against yourself, fight against yourself, stop yourself from acting like this, like that? It's crazy. But when you stop, you let go, and you just be. Everything becomes easier, simpler. You start meeting the right people, the conversations flow effortlessly. You find opportunities that are meant for you. And it's funny, that forcing, that thinking and that forcing that we need to be like this or things need to happen like this is inherently going against our nature. Our nature is just to let go, to be. And that doesn't mean that that is a state of non-action. Rather, it's a state of effortless action, of natural acting, a spontaneous creation. So as such, I speak to you today as a living embodiment of that. I'm not caught up in, oh, what does the script say next? Did I forget my line? Blah, blah. I'm just here. I'm present with you. Channeling God. Hello. So it doesn't have to be something crazy. It doesn't have to be something difficult. The more you strive to let go, it's like the harder you make it for yourself. And it's funny because I've seen other people, even myself, get into this kind of process of like, oh, how do you let go? How, trying to put effort into letting go. And it's crazy because letting go is the complete opposite of that. You don't need to try. It just happens. You just do it. You just live. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. Before you even know it, you'll have already let go. It's the same thing as sleep. You don't have to try to go to sleep. You just, I don't know, it just happens. It's the same thing. So it's funny that maybe it's society, or it probably is society that has taught people to think that they have to be like constantly like ramming their head against a wall, trying to force, that a square peg into the circular hole. Like, you don't got to do that. Follow your nature. If it feels right for you, you will do it. It's as simple as that. Anyways, I appreciate you. And I hope you have a wonderful day.